some change outs here because I've got. Whoa, what the hell? I didn't touch. Okay, what the hell? There we go. Sorry, kids. Alright, most as in, like, I am the only one awake. So, yeah, just a quick update on my Zero Vault challenge for the season of the hunt. As you can see, nothing in my vault. And, nothing at the postmaster. Um, I have this thing constantly blinking. I wish there was a way to toggle it off, as in, like, a I don't give a shit. Uh, I've collected all the legacy gear. You know, that's fine. Um, I got all of these, and I've got most of these except for the guard, whatever these come from. I don't care about them. I really don't. Um, got most of these except for this one, which I don't give a shit about. Honestly, when it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't. It's not a heartbreaker for me. So you're probably asking yourself, well, geez, artist, how are you doing this whole thing with no vault? What guns are you choosing to play with? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. First of all, I'm only playing one character. Second of all, these are the weapons I'm playing with, and these are the roles I have on them, and they're pretty solid roles. Now, it does play quite tight as far as inventory is concerned. Yes, a lot of stuff does go to the postmaster, and I do have to manage that a bit more, especially when I'm binging. And as you can see, Destiny is still being a turd because, I just got done playing Elder Scrolls Online, and um, and I had absolutely no problems doing at least a whole chapter's worth of a quest in that game. It's because there were a couple other players and they're just spamming the AoEs like crazy, which does have a tendency to drag the game down. I'm just trying to get the kill tracker to go on this, and it's still there. We go, finally. Jeez, give me a break, Bungie. Anyway, so yeah, this is my perfectly happy 7th Seraph Carbine. Then I have here a scout rifle for kinetics, and again, I'm perfectly happy with this. I would prefer this to either be a range or a stability mod. But this is okay. This is worth keeping. I will eventually get the role I want, in which case I'll just swap that out. Then I have now. Bear with me. Normally this spot would be taken by my malfeasance, but you can't deny this is a really good role, both PVE and PvP. It's a really good role. So I'm playing with it right now, and no, I'm sorry, it's not going to last much longer than this, but it's okay. Some people are running with the revolver, the service revolver from the Seraph line. I personally don't really like it that much. I like the 120 frames. They're good. This is my bow, the Biting Winds. It's got no distractions, which is kind of fun, you know, because, in Gambit, I do get a lot of flinch. It doesn't matter what mode or activity I'm playing. I seem to be the only target in the fucking battlefield. So there's my seasonal weapon, the Friction Fire. Not too really don't care too much about Killing Wind. Honestly, Killing Wind that reminds me of a jalapeno chili bowl. So sorry. Then of course I have my sidearm for kinetics, and then I have a pulse rifle. Yeah, I'm kind of blasting over that because it's nothing special. It's just full auto, slide shot, whatever. Push comes to shove, this will get infused into something else. Trust me. Then there's the Hailing Confusion, which is a good pulse rifle, believe it or not. I'm kind of liking the 390 high impacts. I mean, adaptive frames, sorry. Mostly because this has got ricochet rounds and it's got the extended barrel, or I can go with the arrowhead break for more handling. So I do this when I'm going. I do this when I go PvP, but it's got the reload masterwork, which is fine because I'm not pulling a high mobility mold anymore. I'm running with an intellect and grenade mod kind of thing. Well, actually, mostly bumping the grenades. So I might be changing my element if I like this build and want to improve on it. Um, this is basically the wombo combo using the stasis. So let's see. Wrap up the tour here with my sidearm, the Albedo. Not a big fan of this particular. I mean, ambitious assassin is good, but really, sidearms burn their ammo just as fast as SMGs. So this should have been a reload masterwork, but It's okay. I've been playing with this and it's doing some decent things. Now, here we go into my special slot. Now, the reason why I'm playing around with the asymmetry, other than the fact that most of my enemies are fallen, is because I'm working on getting the catalyst finished up. So we're doing that. And then, of course, I have my Ecolos SMG for the Seraph cells, which I am playing with. And I'm keeping this in spite of the fact that I am not a fan of Threat Detector. I don't really give a shit about Threat Detector. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't play that close to enemies as a hunter. I prefer to hang back and run the mid or long field. But the Seraph rounds are a really good play. Handling is alright because I hip fire this most times anyway, if I am having to get into the crowd. And then, of course, I have my Bone Chiller. Auto-loading holsters really good with shotguns. I do enjoy that. Yes, I did go ahead and start improving it. It's got the light mag. It's got arrowhead break and fluted barrel, which, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's got a pretty good roll. Dragonfly is kind of funny, especially on a precision frame. It's hilarious. Um, and then, of course, there is my fusion rifle. And this one's not a really fantastic roll, but it's got that thresh going on it. It's got the fluted barrel, chamber compressors. I should probably run with. I should probably pull this out. Let's try this more. It's got the reload masterwork. As you can see, I haven't masterworked any of these because I'm not 100% sold on them. Then we have my Royal Chase. And again, you got the accretized rounds, you got the full auto trigger, and you got the thresh. This guy is basically a bit of a monster. I would do that. Got these two nice barrel options here, which really do a good job clearing ads out. Um, I was not a big fan of the wave frames, but I've gotten kind of liking to this one. Mostly, I like this perk here, and this one here is good. Although I don't really scope this one too much. This I think I probably would be happier with a different roll on this perk. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. And then we have the Arctic Haze, pretty much the underdog of my whole collection here. I've been finding that this is a lot of fun to run with. Again, got some really good barrels. I can offer handling here, or I can go more with the increased range. And then it's got the stability masterwork, which is great for this little guy because he jumps around a fucking lot. He has got a heavy jump range on him. Uh, and then, of course, here's my actual favorite sidearm in the game so far. It's got the full auto, it's got the Dragonfly, alloy mag or extended mag, and then I got my choice between, the corkscrew rifling or again the fluted barrel. This is my PvP. When I'm in PvP and I'm hip firing, this also gets to a grip. I'll spend the 500 glimmer. I don't care. And then we have my girl, and this is my best girl. She's got box breathing, moving target, flared magwell, and I don't have many enemies. You know, I didn't masterwork this when I was using it. I only just recently masterworked it, and I've only taken it into Crucible a couple times. But I had an Ecolos before this one that was actually the one that I got, that I used to get my, what's the name of that sniper rifle? The pinnacle one. Oh shit, let me see. It's in my collections. Do, 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 do. I earned it, and now it's sunsetted, and I'm like, oh really? Give me a break. You guys know the one I'm talking about, but I'm gonna be stubborn here and look for it. Did I? Is it a kinetic? No, it should be in here. I can't remember what it's called, and my brain is kind of flying out of my head right now. Well, these are some really good ones. I might want to do this Deep Stone Crypt just because it'd be kind of fun to get a couple of those weapons. As you can see, I'm not really much of a sniper rifle pursuer. What was it called? No, not the Revoker. Was it the Revoker? Yeah, I think it was the Revoker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Gambit and Strikes, it does a good job. And then, of course, now we have my Corsair's Wrath, linear fusion rifle. Not particularly excited about the rolls. I did finally pick up the Deathbringer, but I'm like, I guess we'll play around with it for a little bit. I really like the Lament, the Thermal Erosion. Some pretty good light machine gun. Um, it's got the quick draw, it's got the demolitionist, it's got ricochet rounds. Okay with the barrels, a little bit extra range here doesn't really mean anything. And I got reloaded for some reason because Bungie was just a dick. Yeah, I did my speed test before I launch. I do a speed test every time before I launch this game. Then I do continual connection checks just to make sure everything's fine on my end, especially if I go into PvP. And I am just so damn tired of the fact that I could be 30 and 12, and this game will still be struggling to keep connection. It's just ridiculous. Voipor Weapon and Tireless Blade for Temptation's Hook. No, I don't really roll without. I really don't play too much with a. By the way, I have this purely because it's a ranged weapon. I don't really play with the guillotine. I don't do anything that requires the guillotine. I'll use that instead. The Blast Bat 2. I have not had a chance to play this out very much. I'm going to be super excited to finally see that happening. And then, of course, there's my Bad Omens. Um, and I've had a lot of fun with this particular role. I think this is actually the one that I earned from Gambit way long ago. I've only got 938 kills on it though, so it's not too much. Not even PvP. Nothing in PvP. Okay, come on back, come on back. Yeah, spaz. Anyway, Seventh Seraph Saw, definitely not my hammerhead anymore. I really miss the hammerhead, but this has been doing okay. The thing is about the sunsetting is that it really is meant to be like when you play with a whole. Well, if you've ever played any collectible card games, it's a lot like that. Every season there's a new set that comes out, and everybody tries to play with the new cards and tries to break the game, so to speak.
Let's get you back out there.
But it's like, I realize that I really do only play with a handful of particular guns, and I might as well go ahead and just play with the ones that I absolutely like playing with, which is like I said in my inventory. Do I need anything else? Occasionally. There's a trace rifle. I got to yank that out of the vault. It's going to be some silliness there. Um, so yeah, there's only exotic trace rifles, which is ridiculous. Well, actually, double check first, make sure I don't have one. I don't think I do. So let's see. Sorry, guys. Void. Okay, I think I have a wave splitter. I'm pretty sure I have a wave splitter, so I'm gonna grab that. Void trace rifle. Come on. I know you can do it. Just get your chugga mocha up there. Get your chunky ass moving. Uh, yeah, because sunsetting was supposed to make it so that the code is a little bit lighter, supposedly, but I don't see the difference, really. It's just like, it really makes no difference to me because there's just so much nuttiness anyway. Okay, so trace rifles. Let's just go ahead and burn that out. And where do we want to go? What do we want to do? What do we got for quests? We got these guys, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and fry out the trace rifles first. Do I have a full charge yet? I don't think I do. Oh, I have a charge. Okay. So we got fusion, class items, royal chase. Um, let's do the class item, or maybe not. I kind of teased around with my son this evening. I said, you know what? I'm going to make myself a warlock and a titan. I'm going to get them both to 1250 before 2 a.m. I kind of don't think that's actually going to be able to happen because it takes like 3 minutes for frickin' Destiny to realize that I'm actually doing something, and then finally catch up with me. So it's disappointing, disappointing at all. We're doing a class chest armor here is what we're doing. Okay. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Yeah, let's do it all around. And there's nothing in here that I can use, so I'll get rid of. Going to the Tangled Shore. You can see I did that already. So what are your guys' favorite weapons so far? I really haven't found very much in this season that stands out for me. But, then again, I'm a nut. When it comes to weapons, I don't really. There's a few things that'll be like, oh yeah, I really like playing with that. Malfeasance is actually, even though it's not in my inventory right now, is really one of my one of my drop twos when it comes to guns. I like playing with the exotics because I know the rolls I'm gonna get are gonna be good. But it's a shame that we can't. We don't have a hot swap feature like most MMOs do. You have a front and back bar. Because when I play my Nightblade in the Elder Scrolls, I have a front bar which is close range and finishers, and then my back bar is my long range and healing. Which I should probably put a healing on my front bar as well because I do take more damage when I'm up close. But the idea is that I lead up with some long range attacks and some AoEs, uh, get a healing buff going, and then close in for the finishers and the close range. And if that doesn't happen, if the duel extends too far, then I fall back again. Fuck you, Weasel. Um, and cycle back into the healing and long range attacks to keep softening up the target. I got bumped all the way to titles. That is. Well, this is an opportunity. Let's go ahead and build. What should I build first? Warlock or Titan? I got myself roughly an hour. I don't know. Probably. Let's see. I hate playing Warlocks. Let's play Warlock. I hate playing Warlocks because I just don't have the talent for the Warlock. I think playing a character class in any game is no different than playing a musical instrument or singing in a part of a choir. Your your architecture, your foundation determines where you're going to be the most successful. Uh, Making somebody, if they don't want us playing multiples of a single character class, then if I choose this and I go, oh, I want to play a hunter, they should say, oh, by the way, you already played a hunter, so you have to choose either Warlock or Titan. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll be playing, a Warlock then. I'm going to play an Exo and play my usual Exo head. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Waiting for my Exo brain. Isn't this my Exo? Why does it not look? Oh, he's got that head feature shit going on. I want that one. And we do that. And we don't want any markings. There's no way to turn my head around, which is always fun. Let's see. Eye color. Typically go with the green. No, mouth color I go with an orange. Eye color I go with that. Actually, do I use yellow mouth color? Yeah, I use yellow. Been a while. Okay, so been a minute. So we're gonna play a warlock. What is this? You now have the option to purchase equipment for this character at power level 1200. Using a boost allows you to permanently increase the power level of your selected character, which opens up endgame content for a given release. Huh. I'm not paying $20. Fuck you. Oh man. Uh, I didn't realize it was that much. I've heard about it, but I was like, whatever, dude. Just play the game. It's fucking faster. I mean, you know, work an hour, and actually you have to work 2 hours because they take taxes out and shit. So work 2 hours at a minimum wage job, or pay or spend 2 hours playing the actual game. You get 12.50 easy enough, man. Trust me. Especially if you've already got another character going on. This is the best part of Bungie right here. Bungie knows how to make FMVs. I'll give them that. But I'm gonna skip because we're on a mission.
Guardian. Guardian?
Yeah, skip.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Yeah, skip. All right. Check this out. Let's see.
This place is an old cosmodrome, a Russian spaceport. It's quarantined now, and quite dangerous. But
I
our
should
only
probably
way
get my
forward is
glasses on
through
so I
that
can
wall.
actually read what I'm doing here. Where are my glasses? Oh, there they are. Don't generally like to wear glasses when I wear headphones because these things are nice and tight and they have a tendency to squish my little brain. So we're going to go ahead and transfer that to the Warlock. And let's see, what else? I'll transfer this to the Warlock. Uh-huh. And I really want to try out this chain reaction thing. Oh, it's going to lag up on me now.